I love to crack my little jokes about the 80-year-old lute player who spent 60 years tuning and 20 years playing out of tune, because that's kind of how it goes. This is an instrument that derived from the Arabic oud, and that's where the name comes from, we think. Al-oud means the wood, which is the name of the Arabic oud, and so al-oud became a lute and became lute. And this, contrary to popular belief, did not evolve into a modern guitar. There were Renaissance guitars that evolved into modern guitars, and the lute didn't evolve at all because it was awesomely popular during the 16th century, and then it just kind of dropped out of popularity, and nobody really played it, and so it didn't really evolve. So today's lutes are basically the same as the ones that were played 400, 500 years ago. Differences being that now we have nylon strings usually. The strings would have been catgut, and not actually cat's sheep, but I am fond of saying that tuning these strings is like herding a bunch of cat guts. What we have here is a 8-course lute, which means that it has 15 strings, but most of the strings are doubled. So each pair of strings is called a course, and that plays the different notes. So I'm going to play a couple tunes before we go out of tune, like I said. This one is called Go From My Window. Renaissance ditty. As you can tell, it's a very quiet instrument. The question about trees is if a tree falls by itself in the woods, does it make a sound? And one wonders also if a lute were to play itself in an empty room, would it make a sound? So this was not a boisterous outdoor instrument. This was a quiet, played in the courts during feasts, maybe to soothe the king while he was hearing cases during court. So the lute players were the crooners of the Renaissance too. There's a wonderful bunch of love songs, and usually about spurned love. So we'll have to do a couple of those here. So I'm going to croon Renaissance style. This is a song by John Dowland, who is the master of dower, and I always like to sort of picture this maybe 20-something emo kid getting ready to go on a date. He's really not sure how it's going to work out, but he has high hopes in this one. It's called Awake, Sweet Love. Awake, sweet love, thou art returned, my heart which long in absence mourned, lives now in perfect joy. Let love which never absent dies, now live forever in her eyes, whence came my first annoy. Only herself hath seen it fair, she only I could love. She only drave me to despair when she unkind did prove. Despair did make me wish to die, that of my joys might end. She only which did make me fly, my state may now amend. If she esteem thee now not worth, she will not grieve thy love henceforth, which so despair hath proved. Despair hath proved now in me, that love cannot unconstant be, though long in vain I loved. If she at last reward thy love and all thy harms repair, thy happiness will sweeter prove, raised up from deep despair. And if that now thou welcome me when thou with her dost meet, she all the while doth plead with thee to make thy joys more sweet.